Hey, what is good YouTube? DD finally back with another video, and today I'm going to show you all how to make chill beats in 2022. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Now I'm going to be opening up Omnisphere, as always, and the sound that I've found and picked today is Bamboo Pluck right here. And the main thing with chill beats is that you want a really simple and catchy melody which drives the whole beat, and not too complex drums to pair that with it. And you can always experiment around with the melody, like add in arpeggios and stuff, and that's the basic gist of it. I'm just going to increase my tempo to 160 and start with the melody. I'm working in the C major scale, and I'm going to be having D as my root note. Trim that up real quick, and I'm just going to start with a simple melody and move on and add layers and stuff to it. Now I just did Command L to stretch that, again Command B to duplicate that, and at the end I'm just going to switch the notes up a bit, and again Command L to stretch it. Now you press Command and highlight your root notes, shift click them, and Command and the down arrow to duplicate them down an octave. So we have basic root and a melody. And duplicate that, and for the next 4 bars I'm going to switch up my root. Let's just move 5 notes down the scale, which brings us to an A, and this note will get changed to the previous root, which was D in our case. And while I'm at it, I'm also going to change these notes and flip this around by Option Y. Just going to duplicate the root a couple of times for extra balance. Finally, as a top line, let's just add in some plucks. So I duplicated the root up 2 octaves, Shift D to shorten that, Option U to chop the note, and I'm basically just duplicating the notes up 2 octaves, not too complex. Finally, Option S to strum this, and Option R to randomize the velocities, so as to humanize our melody, and chop everything to the mark. And one last thing I'm going to do is take these repeating roots and lower their velocities. Also going to add an arpeggio here, so open up Electra, pull up cut as bank, and I'm going to be using deep-wise arpeggio. So just copy and paste your melody and get rid of the roots, get rid of these notes too. I'm just going to keep one note at the end, and finally get rid of the plucks. Get rid of these and add in the root at the beginning. just going to copy my root notes from the melody, pitch them up an octave, and I already had a pattern figured out. So first of all, let me add a limiter in here so that I don't clip unintentionally, and let's just punch in the pattern. I also like to maximize my drum velocities, so select everything, hold down Option and scroll up, and I'm going to be setting in the same pattern for the next root note, which is in A. Moving on to the kicks, I just copied over my 808 pattern, Shift D to shorten that, and Option K to transpose everything to the C note. And matter of fact, I'm going to pitch the kick even down. Now you want to turn on loop mode for this. Select your snare, punch it in, increase the velocity, and do the same thing for the hats, village 2 steps, and this is what we have. Now with those drum channels selected, go over to the loop icon, right click that, burn those channels, and then you can turn off loop mode. Now let's just mess up with hats a bit. So I'm just freestyling the pattern over here. Sounds good. I'm going to duplicate that, and let's just add in some variations for the next 4 bars. I'm going to be chopping in a note right up here, and let's add in a roll at the end. So zoom in a bit, my bad, and I'm going to change my stamp to a 6th beat, chop it over and duplicate that, so we have a 3rd roll, and then change my stamp to cell again, select that, hold Option and stretch it out, and I'm just going to loop that over for the next 4 bars too. So this is what we have so far. Finally, let's just drag everything into the mixer, and I'm going to be back after mixing this. Now with everything mixed, I'm going to be opening up the limiter that we added. Decrease my envelope all the way down, increase the gain by a few points, and finally add a maximizer of your choice. I'm using Ozone. You can also use multiband compressor, and I'm just going to pull up modern hip hop preset, and let's just split everything by channel and move on to arranging this. Command A, Command B a couple of times so that we have a region to work with, and let's just figure out an arrangement. I'm going to make the intro, so make the first clip unique, and let's get rid of these plugs, and then have the 808 kick in with the plugs, and let's kill the melody off here and bring it again. And we're going to have some variations up here. Now I'm going to make this unique again and just keep the plugs in here. The plugs and the root notes. Get rid of everything else. Put the 808 with it, and halfway there I'm going to play the snares and the hats too, and then loop this arrangement back again. And finally end it with an intro. The outro, I mean, my bad. Yeah, let's just keep this. Add in my tag real quick. And finally I'm going to be adding in the master volume envelope and fade that out quickly. So this is it for making chill beats, and if this video helped you, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And I'm just going to play the beat for y'all. Peace.
¿Qué locuta?